Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Mnemonic Tutor here, and today we're going to do some upgrades to the AMD Ryzen gaming PC I built a while back. I'll put links to the original build video and the last upgrade in the description box below. Be sure to check out those videos so you can see how this PC has evolved over the last year or two. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like if you enjoyed this video. So sit back, relax, and let's do some upgrades. First off, let me apologize for the weird framing on this video. I shot it before I had my new top-down setup, so in order to get most of the PC in frame, I had to go a little wide. I'm going to speed up a lot of the assembly parts of the video so that you're not watching for an hour just to see the screws being turned. If you watch the previous two videos I did on this PC, you'll see that I originally started with a Ryzen 5 2400G, which is the higher end APU in the Ryzen 2000 series. I wanted to see how it would perform for gaming and general use. While I was really impressed by what the chip could do, it is only able to game at 1080p at the lowest settings, and sometimes you have to drop it to 720p to get acceptable frame rates. I then paired it with a few different GPUs and added all NVMe and SSD drives, as I also use this PC to edit my YouTube videos when I'm not traveling. It has been a solid little gaming PC and editing PC, but with only 4 cores and 8 threads, it felt lacking when trying to edit in 4K. 1080p editing, which most of my YouTube videos are uploaded in, works just fine. I do want to start increasing the production value of my videos, so I wanted to upgrade to a processor that can handle 4K with ease. As you may know, AMD recently released the Ryzen 3000 series of processors, so retailers started lowering the prices on the 2000 series to make room in their inventories. I decided to grab the highest end processor I could from the 2000 series, as it had dropped from a $329 launch price, which was still an amazing value for the power, to just under $200 USD. Shout out to my buddy Tim for grabbing this processor for me from Micro Center. There isn't one near me, but he lives pretty close to one. The other stuff I added to the PC are purely aesthetic. I just wanted to see what I could do on the cheap. I have a much higher end build coming in a few months, we'll talk about that at the end of the video, so I wanted to keep the price down on this upgrade. I will put Amazon links to all of the items I purchased for this upgrade into the description box below if you want to buy them yourself. The prices fluctuate a lot, especially on the processor, so you may find it at a different price than the $200 I bought it at. It is also being phased out for the new 3000 series processor, so grab it while you can. With that said, let's focus on what's happening in the video. So what you've seen up until now is just me taking out the 2 fans that came with this case and then installing 3 cheap Chinese knockoff RGB fans. 2 of them connect to a controller. The big 200mm in the front does not. You'll see later what that looks like. And right here, I'm just reinstalling the factory AM4 mounts that actually came with the motherboard. And the reason is that the Wraith Stealth or Wraith Spire, I can't remember which one it was, that came with the AMD 2400G, used a screw-in mount that screwed right into the backplate. However, the mount for the cooler for this new Ryzen 2700X is not like that. It needs these factory clips in there. So here I'm just dropping the 2700X in and latching it. And then here's the actual Wraith Spire cooler. So again, a fast forwarded version here. It was very difficult to get these clamps on because of how little space you can see in there. My hands are huge and this is a very, very small case. So I kind of had to finagle that clip on both sides to get it to latch on right, and then run a bunch of wires because the RGB in the fan connects to the RGB header on the motherboard. And there's just a bunch of wires that have to get rerouted. And here it looks like a mess, but the one thing I always want to test is, does everything run like it's supposed to? So here I powered it on very quickly just to make sure everything works. It does. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean all this wiring up and cable tie it. Now I will tell you this isn't the cleanest wire management job ever, but again, you can't really tell with this case because you can't really see in the sides or the front. There is a little like plastic clear top that you can see down into where the CPU cooler is, but not the whole inside. So, and again, this is not a glass side or a fancy case, so I don't really care that the cable management looks awesome. What I care is that it's out of the way and not touching the fan blades, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to accomplish here. And right now I'm plugging in the controller on the bottom for the 2 fans on the right. I'll have to tell you that, you know, the 2 fans on the right are actually really cool. The one on the front I'm not too happy with, but it works, so I'm okay with it. One more quick power on test after routing all of those cables, and everything looks good. So let's go ahead and move on forward in the demonstration here and then move to the next phase. And as you can see, I'm kind of just cycling here through a bunch of the different modes that this thing has. You can't really see me doing it because I'm off camera, but I'm letting the CPU cooler's RGB kind of go through its phases and then changing the different phases on the ones over on the left. And the front one, like I said, doesn't connect to the controller, so it is what it is. But anyway, now let me show you guys what this thing looks like in the dark. So what do you think? Now that the 2700X is around $200, will you upgrade to it? Or are you going to upgrade to the Ryzen 3000 series processors? If so, which one? I want to know. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comments. Also, I have a 3950X build video coming in September when that processor drops, and I promise you that build is going to be all out straight fire. Thanks again for watching my content. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, it really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you love gaming and technology. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all Mnemonic Tutor. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.